and it is dairy chemistry, and our topic is market milk. This is our first topic. In our last lecture, we have discussed about nutrients in milk. So there are different nutrients which are present in milk. First one is protein, then minerals, then vitamins, fats, lactose, and sixth one is energy value. So energy value of milk. The individual contribution of the three energy giving constituents are milk fat, milk protein, and milk sugar. There are another constituents like protein, fat, lactose, calcium. So cow milk or cow milk content 3.2 calorie per gram proteins. Buffalo milk content 6.5 calorie per gram proteins. Then fat content is also there. Cow milk content 4.1, buffalo milk content 4.3, and human milk content 3.4 calorie per gram fats. Then lactose or milk sugar, that is 4.4 calorie per gram milk sugar are present in cow milk. So here we can see different energy values or individual contribution of energy giving constituents in this chart. Okay. So the energy value of milk varies with its composition. For example, average energy value of cow milk is less than of buffalo milk, which is cow milk gives 75 kilocalories per 100 gram and buffalo milk 100 calories per 100 gram. So this is energy value. The next point is effect of processing. So milk processing or processing techniques. So first one processing technique is pasteurization process. So milk is processed by different types of methods like or with dairy equipments to get desired quality of products. First one is pasteurization. So what is pasteurization process? This process is carried out with reasonable care and has no effect on vitamin A, carotene, vitamin B2 that is riboflavin, and vitamin D. It may affect about 10% loss of vitamin B or B1 that is thiamine and 20% loss of ascorbic acid. So second process is sterilization. So in this process, this sterilization process increases the loss of vitamin B1. It increases the losses of vitamin B1. Then ascorbic acid to 30 to 50% and other vitamins are not much affected. Only vitamin B1 that is thiamine and ascorbic acid loses in this sterilization process and pasteurization process, but other vitamins, vitamin A and vitamin D and vitamin K are not much affected. Then next point is a balanced diet. A balanced diet is essential for proper health and growth of body. The role of milk product is to supply the various nutrients for a balanced diet. That is why milk is a complete food. Then next point is physicochemical properties of milk constituents. So physical chemical properties of major and minor milk constituents are described. First one is water, then milk fat, then milk protein, then milk sugar or lactose, then mineral matter and ash. So first point is water. Water serves as a medium in which the other milk constituents are either dissolved or suspended form. This water is not different from ordinary water. It is same as ordinary water. So most of water is free and a very small amount of it is found in bound form. So that most of the water is free in that milk and a very small amount of it is in bound form. wherein it is strongly bound by milk proteins, phospholipids, etc. So this is major constituent of milk, that is water. Next major constituent of milk is milk fat. It is lipids. That milk fat exists in milk in the form of minute globule of 2 to 5 micron size. It is globule shape or oval in shape and size is 2 to 5 micron. These globules are the dispersed phase in water, thus forming a true emulsion of the oil in water type. These globules are oily and which is dispersed over water, and it forms true emulsion of the oil in water type. Each globule of fat is surrounded by an absorbed layer made up of protein and phospholipids in the form of complex. So this layer is known as fat globule membrane. It is membrane like layer and that's why it is called as fat globule membrane. This membrane maintains the stability of the membrane by keeping the globules separated from one another. It prevents to stick the globules to each other. That's why this membrane maintains the stability of the this globule maintains the stability of the membrane by keeping it or by keeping the globules separately or from one another and preventing their merger to each other to form a bigger globule or to form an aggregate. The emulsion may be broken by agitation at low temperature. This emulsion may be broken by agitation. Simply agitated method, you can break that emulsion at low temperature, then freezing, etc. When milk is held undisturbed, the fat globules tends to rise to surface to form a cream layer. The thickest cream layer is obtained from milk which has higher fat content and relatively large fat globules such as buffalo milk compared to cow milk. This milk fat is not a single chemical compound but a variable mixture of several different glycerides. It is variable mixture of different types of glycerides. So each glyceride is made from the union of glycerol and one or more organic acids. It is a union of glycerol and one or more organic acids which are termed as a fatty acids. So all these glyceroids or the union of glycerols termed as fatty acids. These are fatty acids. Thus on hydrolysis of milk fat, a mixture of glycerol and fatty acids is obtained. Milk fat is one of the most complex natural fat as it contains a large number of fatty acids. So what are fatty acids? Which fatty acids are there? Butyric acid, caproic acid, oleic acid, citric acid, etc. So this contains large fatty acids. So fatty acids are saturated and unsaturated. Saturated ones are relatively stable acids. Those fatty acids which are saturated are relatively stable. However, unsaturated ones play an important role in the physicochemical milk fat. Since milk fat is a mixture of different fats, it cannot have a true melting point. Different fatty acids are there. This milk fat cannot have a true melting point. The melting point vary between 29 to 36 degrees centigrade depending upon the proportion of hard and soft fat percent. There are different types of fatty acids which are milk fats, and that is why some because of hard and soft fats it don't have a true melting point, and that melting point vary between 29 to 36 degree. So milk fat is insoluble in water, but it can absorb about 0.2% of it. It is actually insoluble in water, but it can absorb about 0.2% of water, and it is soluble in ether. It is insoluble in water, milk fats are insoluble in water, but milk fats are soluble in ether. Then carbon disulfide, nitrobenzene, and in acetone also. Milk fats are soluble in ether, carbon disulfide, nitrobenzene, and last one is acetone. Milk fat absorbs volatile odors very readily, and therefore milk and milk products should not be stored near the source of volatile odors such as onions, garlics, and fish, etc. So these are milk fat. So next point is milk protein. What are milk proteins? Proteins are among the most complex organic substances. Protein contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and sometimes phosphorus. Proteins are characterized chiefly by the fact that they contain nitrogen, because this is characteristic or characterized chiefly by the fact that protein molecule contain nitrogen. Protein is an essential part of the food of animals as it is chief constituents of protoplasm. It is very chief constituent of protoplasm, that is it is very essential part of the food of animals. And its protoplasm forms the vital part of living cells. Proteins are composed of a large number of amino acids. So some amino acids are essential and some are non-essential. There are two types of amino acids. Some are essential and other are non-essential amino acids. The essential amino acids are necessary in the diet for the formation of body proteins. On hydrolysis, protein give mixture of amino acid. When protein undergoes hydrolysis, it gives mixture of amino acids. The main protein of milk are casein, beta-lactoglobulin, and alpha-albumin. Main proteins of milk are, first one is a casein. This is unique protein. We cannot synthesize that casein in laboratory. Then second protein is beta-lactoglobulin and third one is alpha-albumin. Casein exists only in milk. It is found only in milk. It is found in the form of calcium caseinate phosphate. It is calcium caseinate phosphate complex. It is present in milk in colloidal state. It contributes to the whiteness of milk. Because of this casein protein, milk is white in color or snow white in color when it is in pure state, or when casein is in pure state, milk is snow white. Odorless and tasteless. This protein is odorless and tasteless. So commercial grade casein is a yellowish white granular substance. This casein can be precipitated from milk by dilute acids, renin, alcohol, heat, and concentration method. Casein itself is composed of alpha, beta, and gamma fractions. It is composed of alpha, beta, and gamma fractions. There are also many industrial applications of caseins. That casein is used in the manufacture of plastics. It is used in manufacture of plastics. It is used in paper industry. It is used to manufacture glues, sticky glues, then different types of paints, then fibers and rubbers. It is used in plastic, papers, glue, paints, fibers and rubber industry. So this is milk protein. Our next is milk sugar or lactose. It exists only in milk. This lactose is existed only in milk. It is in true solution in the milk serum. On crystallization from water, it forms hard gravity crystals. this is reducing disaccharide. This lactose is reducing disaccharides while is made up of one molecule of galactose and a molecule of glucose. That lactose is made up of one molecule of galactose and a molecule of glucose. It has the same molecular formula as ordinary cane sugar. So what is a molecular formula? That is C12H22O11. So it is same as ordinary cane sugar or sucrose. However, it differs from sucrose in molecular configuration, relative sweetness, and relative sweetness. Sucrose is about 6 times as sweet as lactose. So sucrose is 6 times sweet as compared to lactose and about 3 times more soluble. So it is 3 times more soluble. Sucrose is 3 times more soluble as compared to lactose at 100 degree temperature. Chemically, lactose occurs in the form the alpha and the more soluble beta. Lactose occurs in two forms. First one is alpha and more soluble form, that is beta form. Both of these forms may occur as either the hydrate or anhydride. It is hydrated form or sometimes it is anhydride. Lactose has an important role in the manufacture of cultured milk and milk products by souring. So bacteria can easily decompose lactose. What is use of that lactose? The bacteria can easily decompose lactose. So this fermentation forms lactic acid in milk to give it the characteristic sour taste. If milk contain, if there is lactic acid, or when milk produce souring, or bacteria can easily decompose that lactose which are present in that milk, and the fermentation form lactic acid. If lactic acid is present in that milk, it gives characteristic sour taste. The lactic acid and other organic acid formed during the fermentation of the sugar play an important role in checking the growth of undesirable organisms. Otherwise, the dairy products would undergo rapid decomposition, becoming unfit as a food. So that food is not good for consumption. Okay, so we have to stop here. Thank you.